Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Demi if you are new here. We're going to hop right into the message. So I was getting this download when I was in the shower this morning, and Spirit was saying let's get ready to rumble, and then they started showing me, I think it was like a wrestling match, and it was like let's get ready to rumble, that was coming through. Then I was hearing a song which is get ready, let's get ready to rumble. So obviously something is coming in, but they're wanting you guys to get ready in terms of your physicality, because I was shaving my legs and now I'm hearing spruce yourself up, and I feel like you guys are going to be invited to an event. This could be an event to do with networking for your career, some sort of opportunity when it comes to money. But I also feel like some of you will be invited on a date with a significant person. Like this will be your person going forward, because I'm being shown like a marriage and I'm hearing like a celebration. I'm seeing confetti being thrown on two people, so that's coming through for someone. But let's get more into it. So I want to get some cards on this deck to get more into the message, but I do feel like this is going to be different for all of you. It's either going to be to do with your career, or it's a significant person coming in, and this is going to be for romance, but they're wanting you to get ready physically. So maybe if you've always been wanting to get your hair done, if you've always been wanting to get your hair done in a certain way, that's what it is. Get your hair done like that now. If there's always been a style or a colour or a type of cut that you wanted to get, they're saying to do it now. And I'm also being shown a man in a barber's chair. So this message is for women and for men. If there's like certain nails that you always wanted to get, maybe you thought they were too out there and you've always stuck with like doing your nails in a certain way, they're saying to do your nails in that different way now. Whatever it is about your physicality that you've always wanted to change up, or a certain way you wanted to look, like keep on doing what you've been doing. Because I feel like a lot of you have already been working on your physicality, maybe going to the gym and eating better, being more mindful what you would tell yourself when it comes to your thoughts, things like that, because this affects how you look, because it affects the inner glow, how it shines through. But that's coming through. So continue doing what you're doing. But if there's like a big change you've always wanted to do, maybe it's like dressing in a certain way, make those changes now, because something is coming in and you want to be feeling your most confident when it comes to the new version of yourself, or the ancient version of yourself, because they're pointing to the core. So within each lifetime that we incarnate into, we're given a blueprint, right? We hold a certain essence, a certain blueprint, but there's a blueprint that we hold that never changes, that exists at the core of who we are. It's the stuff we are well and truly made up of. And they're showing me source, like a holy light. It looks like a portal kind of spinning. They're showing me source energy. That's at the core of who you are. It's like that's coming forward now, that wants to come to the surface now. And I'm being shown a meme. It's like someone being like, oh, you've changed. Oh, it's a caterpillar that's kind of like talking to a butterfly, being like, oh, you've changed. And the butterfly was like, yeah, we're not supposed to say the same. So you guys are changing, and people around you may be pointing this out. They may be noticing it. You could have people from your past who are messaging you and getting back in contact with you, because they're seeing this inner glow. They're seeing this core of who you are is really coming to the forefront now, which means that you're going to be moving on up to bigger and better things. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few messages from this deck? Thank you. We have independence. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business, or try something well outside your comfort zone. Exactly that. So there's something you're changing about yourself that is out of your comfort zone, but you've always wanted to do it. And I feel like this is to do with the physical, yes, but it's like the physical body is playing catch up. The physical body needs to look that way that you've always envisioned, because this is when you're going to have this meeting. This is when you're going to be invited to this event. This is when you're going to meet more of your soul's tribe, and they're going to recognize you, because they're saying the physical, it isn't everything, but it is important. And then we have here star power. You need engaging work that will let your talent shine. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. So some of you could have dreams of being an actor or an actress, and you're being asked to go to that casting, to put yourself forward for that casting. Maybe you'll be invited if you're already in the books, on someone's books. So I'm being shown somebody, they're looking at your picture and they're looking at your profile, so you're already on somebody's books. You could be a model as well, and you're about to be hired or be asked if you wanted to partake in something. For some of you, this could be to do with charity, so you may not get paid for it, but then this is going to lead to you being noticed by somebody. That's coming through for someone. Some of you could be an influencer. Maybe you've always wanted to put yourself out there. Maybe you want to start your own YouTube channel. Maybe it's to do with the spiritual community. It can be completely different, and you just want to be doing vlogs. Maybe you do like beauty or hair, things like that. It could be like vlogs where you do like a fashion haul. That's coming through. They're saying to do it now. Stop holding yourself back. Just put yourself out there, because you do have that star power, and the core of who you are, it wants to shine through now. It's like bursting to get out there. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few more cards for the collective from this deck? They keep playing the song in my head. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. So something big is about to happen within your life. And I'm not surprised if the core blueprint of who you are is trying to break free and come to the surface, because it means that you've connected to your higher self and to the Most High. So you're coming into a better timeline. It's your destiny timeline. That's what you are on now. We have perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you to get to where you want to be. Exactly that. So in the past, you could have been that white swan, and now you're transforming into this black swan with that red, you see the red beak. So that's that passion that is being ignited in you. And this passion was always supposed to ignite now. So some of you could be thinking like, oh, why didn't this happen before? Why didn't I take this step before? Because you weren't supposed to, because you weren't in the right energy. And the consciousness of on the planet wasn't aligned. So you are in alignment now. This is why it's coming in now. But again, there's something about your stripes and your spots and your patterns, your physicality that is going to be changing in a dramatic way. And a lot of you will be making that shift through your willpower. So a lot of you could drop a significant amount of weight in a short time. Obviously, you want to be careful with that. I'm just seeing someone like running on the treadmill, like you were on it. You were like, this is my dream body. This is my dream hairstyle. This is how I've always wanted to dress. This is how I always want to do my makeup, my nails, whatever. I'm going for it. I'm going to do it. Maybe you let people in the past hold you back, being like, oh, do you think that would suit you? And maybe you listen to them. Now you're like, fuck off. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to dress how I want to dress. I'm going to express myself how I want to express myself. Because this isn't just to do with the human side. This is to do with the core of who you are. That's too many cards, please, Spirit. But it said passage. So you're moving on to a new passage. You're moving to your brighter horizons. Can I have one card at a time, please? For the collective. Thank you. We have here, this is going to come flying in. Whatever it is going to come flying in. Some of you could receive a text or an email like today when you're watching this reading. We have looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. I'm hearing agent. So going forward, some of you guys will have an agent or a manager. Maybe you already do if you're an influencer, an actor, something like that. If you're in the entertainment industry. I'm also seeing juggling. And I'm being shown a circus. So maybe you're an entertainer. But there's something as well, obviously, because your soul, this blueprint will be coming through, it'll be shining through your eyes. But there's something about the way you're looking at the world now. Your perspective has completely changed, and we did just have the perspective card come out. So it's like you're in this hanged man energy. You're hanging yourself upside down, and you're looking at everybody around you. You're looking at past situations. You're looking at who you are now, and you're looking at where you wanting to be in the future. And you're like, because you're looking from a different perspective. It's almost as if you're looking from the perspective that isn't you. So maybe you're tuning into who you were, your spirit, your essence from past lives. You're connecting to your past life self, and you're seeing yourself now through those past lives, and you're realizing how they're all intertwined, how you're all the same, or the core of who you are never changed. And that's what's activating. Your soul is running truly activating, and it was supposed to be activating like this in this lifetime. It's a huge thing. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card? We have innovation. You will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. Exactly that. So you're waking up to like your gold activation, I'm hearing. So the spark of the divine that exists within you, but also the ancient power of your soul and who your soul has been before. Because a lot of you have had past lives in Egypt. I'm also hearing Mayan. I'm being shown Stonehenge. So a lot of ancient old civilizations that are rooted and seeping with history and with power. You've had past lives in these places, and this is where a lot of your soul, I'm hearing attunement. Goddess attunement to this time now. It saw the attunement to this time now, and you would be coming into alignment, and everything would be making sense, and everything would be linking up, and you would connect the dots here and now. It's like everything was pointing to now. It's like I'm seeing all of your past selves. You're in a row, you're in a line, and it's like you're in the present moment now, and then they just turn and they look at you, and they're like, this is it, this is it. And then you're on that hangman status, and you're like upside down, and you're looking at all of your past lives and who you've been before, and you're looking, you're like, this is it. This is it. And I'm hearing again, let's get ready to rumble. So you're shifting, and you see this here. It's like on an energetic level, you're tweaking things about your quantum makeup, about the blueprint. You're tweaking things so this core of who you are can come to the forefront and take the wheel. Being shown a wheel now of a card so it can take the wheel. This deck next. They want to go through the love deck next. So I feel like a lot of you are about to meet someone significant. There are a lot of unions coming in with divine counterparts. And obviously when that happens, it's like a volcano. When each divine counterpart, when they come together, it's like a volcano that erupts, and it literally pushes the consciousness of humanity to move on up. Because divine counterparts coming together, that's unity, and that's unconditional love. That's true love that is connected to the Most High. So obviously that's going to cause a shake. I'm hearing earthquake. It can even cause an earthquake, because there's going to be ascension symptoms, not just with us, with our physical body, with Mother Earth, with her physicality. It causes ascension symptoms. So there could literally be like a rumble, an earthquake going on when a significant amount of divine counterparts come together at the same time. And I do believe it's going to be within this year. We have here, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This is what you're letting go of, the need to control and the need to be right. I'm hearing from Spirit. So maybe in the past you would need to be right, or need to be that perfectionist, need to always be getting things right. Now you're letting that go. Now you're seeing that that wasn't authentic, needing to control everything about yourself and needing to be perfect all of the time, or kind of wear that mask of being perfect. You're realizing that's not your authentic self. Your authentic self can also be a hot mess, and that's okay. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? Imperfectly perfect, I'm hearing. Imperfectly perfect. Some of you could have a YouTube channel with that name. We have here trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And this is what you're tapping into. You're tapping into your faith and your trust in yourself. Not only in God, but in yourself. You're looking at your soul. You're seeing yourself from your soul's eyes. And you're like, I'm a badass. I'm hearing the word badass. Like, I'm a badass at my core of who I am. Like, how did I ever forget this? But this is what happens when we're in this density, and when the soul has been in certain cycles that it's been trying to break out of, like within each reincarnation, you kind of get stuck in the cycle, and you get stuck in the density. It's like that cycle becomes a habit to your soul, and you're shaking this habit off. It's not just a habit, it's deeper than that. What was that? What else, Spirit? I'm hearing no more breadcrumbs, no more breadcrumbs. So you may have felt like your spiritual court were kind of maybe just giving you breadcrumbs, and like the windfall wasn't coming in. The windfall is about to be coming in, and it's coming in because you were in that alignment, because you have claimed it to come in. And we have here calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. You guys are about to come into union with your mirror, with your true match. You're equally yoked. You are made up of the same stuff at your core, but your human selves are going to be like completely different. You're going to mirror each other. So the traits they hold, the self-mastery they hold, you may not hold. And then it'll be vice versa. So the traits and the self-mastery you hold, they may not hold. And you can come together as those perfectly fitting puzzle pieces. So there is a lot of unions coming to be, and a lot more people coming together and meeting their soul family, their soul tribe. You're going to be feeling at home with these people. This deck next. And just keep being shown an event. So if you get invited to go to an event, if it's to do with like networking or career, go. Even if you're invited to go there to be somebody's +1, go. What else does the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? You could be drawn to eating foods and wearing things that you used to enjoy when you were a child. Then maybe go to the supermarket and you pick up like certain crisps or sweets, biscuits. It could be fruits that you haven't eaten in a while that you were obsessed with when you were a child. That's coming through for somebody. What else, Spirit? I'm seeing the frazzles, like you know, like the bacon strip crisps. Maybe some of you enjoy eating like bacon flavor crisp. We have here Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Exactly that. Is this divine spark of the Most High, your soul, your core, that is coming to the forefront. You're really tapping into who you truly are, who God created you to be at the beginning of time, at origin, when you were first created. That's what you're tapping into. This is why it's such a big thing. I'm seeing a fan. You know, like in a tunnel with the big fan. I'm seeing one of those spinning. And they're talking about captivity. So maybe in past lives you had like this cycle where maybe you experienced being kidnapped. Maybe you were held in captivity. Maybe you helped other people escape who were being held in captivity. But this is what you're going to be doing moving forward. You're going to teach people how to escape self-imposed jail. That's a big part of your purpose, to show other people, look, by this example of me escaping the life or where I've come from and being into this bigger and better version of myself, you can do it too. You're going to teach people how to free themselves from their own mind and from their own self-sabotage, which is also why you had to go through certain experiences in life, and maybe why you're a bit older now, or you're coming into this blueprint, into the core of who you are at this age, and you wish you would have done it earlier. There was a reason that you had to do it at this time. There's going to be other people as well who may even be older than you, who still haven't freed himself, who's still in these shackles. And now I'm hearing Mary, Mary shackles. So that song could be significant for you guys. What else, Spirit? Your creative abilities are going to skyrocket, are going to go through the roof. And a lot of you, you're supposed to be entrepreneurs. You're not supposed to be working for somebody else. You're not supposed to be in a dead-end 9 to 5 that isn't necessarily going to lead you anywhere or amount to the generational wealth that you were destined for in this lifetime. We have Saint Germain, karma releasing. You need to get a plan and strategy in place for those of you who are still in a 9 to 5, who are looking to get back into a 9 to 5 if you haven't worked for a while, because they're saying this isn't where the riches are when it comes to you. You can make a certain amount of money and move up the ladder, but this isn't where the riches are when it comes to you. They keep talking about generational wealth. To coming into millions, where it means like your children and their children's children will be okay. They're going to be set up and they're going to have that head start. Karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. I'm being shown like, what is it? Bitcoin or crypto. Maybe some of you are going to start researching and getting into crypto and Bitcoin. That's coming through for somebody. You could already do this. Maybe you're like a crypto kid. What do they call it? A crypto kid. Karma releasing. I'm being shown the number 8, but there's no 8 on this card. So obviously 8 is connected to karma and wealth. And this is what I feel like you guys are moving out of. You're moving away from that karmic cycle. You're moving into that wealth cycle, that truly abundant cycle, because you have tapped into your blueprint. It's like you have the Da Vinci Code. You know how to break out of the matrix. You have that code. You hold that key. And that key is you, who you are at your core. You see yourself now. And you're seeing the world, you're seeing this realm, and you're seeing the spirit world in a whole new light, in a whole different way. So your clairvoyance, your psychic abilities, your foresight is really going to be shifting in a whole new way. Some of you may get scared at first at like the spirits, or what you may be seeing or what you may know. They're saying that's natural, and that will subside when your human self kind of catches up and fully intertwines with this core of who you are. We have charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, asking you shall receive. This is the one, you know, earlier in the reading, I kind of knocked the deck. This was the card that was at the top. Charity. So some of you could be invited for an event when it comes to charity. I feel like I already said that. Spirit, yeah, I did. Charity came through earlier. So it's coming through again. But in terms of you, so you're not going to be that person if you were to come into money to just go buy a nice mansion and just sit there and exist there by yourself staring at all your nice things. If you're coming up, the people that you truly love are also coming up too. You're not going to leave anyone behind. I'm hearing brothers and sisters. Humanity, people are your brothers and sisters. So you could be someone who isn't necessarily just like family and friends you see this way. It's like the collective. It's human beings in general you see this way. And this is going to activate even more when you're tapping into that soul, because you're going to see other people as a soul. You're going to see other people as a whole, Akashic records, that they've had past lives, they've reincarnated too. Like these strangers you're walking past on the street, they may not have been strangers in past lives. What else, Spirit? Did you want any more from this deck? One more. Okay, 2 more. We have Odin, psychic insight, and that's come out with Mercury, open communication. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So this is what is happening with you guys. You're going to be expressing your psychic nature. You're going to be expressing yourself and talking in a whole new way. You may notice that maybe your voice changes. Maybe it deepens. And you're just speaking with that confidence and that conviction. You could even have people come up to you being like, oh, you sound different. And then show me that meme again of the caterpillar that's pointing to the butterfly being like, you've changed. So people will be saying this to you. But I feel like you're just going to be like, just like give her like a little smile. It's not a smirk, it's like a little smile, because you're like, I know. Because they're confirming this shift that is happening within you. They're confirming that you have completely intertwined with your soul and you are standing in your most highest blueprint. And that has been the goal for your soul for eons. And it's like, it's finally reached that goal. So it is a huge thing. It's a huge celebration. Again, I'm seeing confetti being thrown on people, but it's being thrown on 2 people. So if this isn't a romantic partner that's coming in for you guys, this is going to be someone who's going to be a part of your creative endeavors, and you're going to be making money together. So they could come with an opportunity of a job offer that's going to change your life. It may involve you speaking in some way. So maybe you'll be sharing your stories and your truth of how you got to this version of who you are now. Some of you could be having like before and after pictures, because the physicality was coming through. So you could be someone who's really worked on your body. You've lost like a lot of weight and being shown like a scale and stones just falling off. So you look nothing like who you were like a few years ago, and you've done it in a short space of time. So some of you could be speaking when it comes to High rocks, what's that? Is that the competition with the gym, with the races? That's coming through for somebody. Maybe you take part in these events. And something to do with your physical body and how it's changed, and that could be what you will be speaking about and sharing to other people and advising like how you got to this point. But I'm just seeing the willpower. It's the willpower. You mustered up the strength and the courage in you to go out there in this world, being your true authentic self. And it wasn't easy, because you would have had woundings of like fears of being seen, fears of speaking up, and fears of sharing your truth. What else, Spirit? And it's where you've gone into that hangman mode and you flipped yourself upside down. Now I'm being shown bats in a cave. So you flipped upside down. Maybe some of you flipped from being like a day person to a night owl. Like that kind of energy. Everything has flipped and you're looking at everything in a whole new light, in a whole new way. You're like, ah. And this is where you're able to have that realization. This is where the core of who you are was able to activate. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few cards from this deck for the collective? What do they most need to hear? We have... When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me and movements will form. Spirit is showing me the heart chakra. So they're wanting you to connect with your heart chakra. Do meditations and listen to frequency music that is for the heart. Some of you may need to get like a Reiki healing session. There are some free ones on YouTube if you feel drawn to someone. But they want you to work on the heart chakra. Not necessarily work on the heart chakra, it's more sink into it. It's more really sink into and really connect with your heart and just fine tune it, because your heart is the key, because it is that magnet that's going to pull in this reality, that's going to pull this person towards you or magnetize them towards you so they'll see who you are. Because these people that you're supposed to be coming into unions with now, both romantic and platonic, they're doing this same work. They're getting this same call and the same nudge as you. We have... My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force, they come through freedom. Exactly. And I love how you have the rainbow. So they're asking you to connect with your heart, because this is where this shift is really going to come in. It's going to activate your electromagnetic field. And I'm just being shown like this huge portal, like it's like exploding and coming from your heart. And then it goes all around you. And then it's like the core of who you are can now float up and it can reside here. This is what is happening for a lot of you. And we have here, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. And I love how you have the eye, the all-seeing eye. So the all-seeing eye was another card as well. And the clairvoyance keeps coming through. So your third eye is going to be really decalcifying. Like completely decalcifying. So again, don't be afraid of what you know and what you're seeing, your foresight and the confirmations you'll be getting, because they'll be coming through like that. They're going to be coming through very, very quickly because of how in tune and how aligned you are. Because you are that star. You're always supposed to shine. You are an anointed one. You're always supposed to rise up in this lifetime and claim that crown that the Most High has been trying to hand you for eons. Like your soul has been working on this cycle, on this breakthrough. And now it is finally here, because it's supposed to be here at this time. And again, I feel like my voice is changing. There's something about your voices that's going to be changing, deepening. You're going to be speaking with conviction because you are aligned with your soul. Let's get a few cards from this deck to close out the reading. Can I get a few cards for the collective from this deck to close out the reading? Maybe it's you that it's scaring people as well. Like your psychic abilities and who you are, who you're stepping into. You could be like scaring family or friends who've always known you to be this past version of yourself. Always known you where you were kind of like hunched over or staying small and weren't really shining. Because they always saw this light. And maybe it scared them. And now you're bringing it to the forefront. They're like, because they don't recognize you anymore. And it's also going to trigger them if they're not standing in their power. But go ahead, trigger them. Spirit is saying, go ahead, trigger them. They need to be triggered. They need to be triggered into their awakening. Fourth light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. You are supposed to teach and you're supposed to lead the way by the example of you coming into your sovereign self, of setting yourself free, of breaking the shackles, the chains, which you have done. And when you do this, you break these shackles and chains off of your ancestors. But not the ones who are still living, who haven't done the work. You can make it easier because you're going to open the road for them and they're going to be able to see. So they're going to have that example, but they still need to be doing the work and get the chains off of them. What else, Spirit? You could have people looking at you and seeing you as a meal ticket. And I'm just going to, no. And from the Spirit, from Ancestry, no. But you will be sharing where you feel called to share. Like I said before, you're not going to be sitting around in a nice house staring at your nice things by yourself. You're going to be bringing people up that you love with you, but they can't go everywhere with you. They can't go down certain paths that are just for you and are being shown a path that is lit up of holy light. That's going to be for you because you hold the frequency to go down that path, to get through that portal, to get through that door. Soul star activation. They won't even see it. They won't see certain things. So they won't be able to go. Soul star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts. Remembering who you are. This is what you guys are doing right now. If the message keeps coming through, you've remembered who you are. You have truly activated. And you see it's a bird. So you're going to be flying to higher heights. You have set yourself free. Birds of a feather flock together. So you're coming into unions with more of your soul tribe. One more card to close out the reading from this deck. Please, Spirit, what do the collective need to hear to close out this reading? This one. We have star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Can't make this shit up. You guys are remembering home. You could be having dreams of the astral that look like this, but again, I'm seeing this as a blueprint. This is what is activating, and this is what your soul family are going to see around you within your auric field. Maybe if they're not seeing it with their physical eyes, they're going to be seeing it with the third eye. They're going to see this blueprint, and they're going to recognize your notes, your harmony, and how you guys work well together when you come together and when you create together. When you birth together, I'm hearing. So you're going to be birthing new creative endeavors. Some of you could be coming together romantically and you're going to be birthing a child, very, very powerful child, a star seed that is coming through for some of you. But that's all the messages today. I hope that did resonate with someone out there, and I'll see you in another video.